right, cool. Hello, welcome to the Flow podcast. My name is Manuel Fuentes, and we got a special guest here today. We got Stacy and Ronnie from AS Productions. So, how's everything going?
Good.
Everything's good?
Yeah.
Busy now, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
How's your day going? Everything's good. Any highlights of your day?
good. Oh, the scavenger hunt.
Oh yeah, the Big Short scavenger hunt we
Yeah.
did today.
Already?
Yeah.
How's that?
It was good. We waited. They took them a while this time. Usually it's pretty fast, but
Uh-huh.
we got to see their excitement as soon as they got it.
All right. So, speaking of AS Productions, can you tell me what is Associate Students Productions?
Yes.
Yeah.
So associate students is the governing body of the students, and within that they have different departments to fulfill like the needs of students and to provide like programs and services for the students. So our department, productions, we put on events for the campus. We do it year round. So we have events in the spring, in the fall, and even in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And the events we host are a big show, which is the big one that's happening in like a week.
A week.
We
No
have
pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure at all.
We have lectures, concerts, movies. Fairs, different types of fairs. So
Yeah.
it's kind of the gist of what we do.
That's cool. So, what has happened like in the fall? Like, any events coming up that you guys, other than Big Show?
Yeah, we actually have a big politics coming up. I think it's October 15th.
15.
And then
Monday.
on October 23rd, we have Pumpkin Fest. And then October 30th, we have Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna dress up or anything? No.
I don't know yet.
I like to dress up, so
You got to come on.
we have a bunch of costumes in the office, and I
Yeah.
always love putting them on. But I don't know if I'll come dressed up.
Yeah.
What? Just break the curse. Just come here.
Do it.
All right. So since Big Show is coming up, for people who don't know, could you explain a little bit like what is Big Show? Yeah, just like synopsis. Yeah.
Big Show is an annual concert that we have here every fall, and it's a concert that happens right here in front of the OVL library.
Yeah.
It's like a
It's pretty big.
It's
I mean,
pretty big.
our crowd's
A
usually
big show, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
fits the name.
We get usually a crowd from like 7,000 to 9,000 students. It just depends.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
cool.
so we incorporate music, food trucks, different activities for students to do.
Yeah. Art installations, giveaways.
Uh-huh.
It's a good time.
That's
Yeah.
cool. So, what could we expect this year? Like you say, activities, art installations. What could we expect like this upcoming next week?
Well, actually, we're bringing out a virtual reality gaming company for the first time to Big
nice.
Show. So that's one thing that we're really excited about, and it's going to be completely free to students.
That's cool.
And then we just have other vendors like Collective Lifestyle is going to come out,
Nice.
Pizza Rev, Rockstar, and then we have a whole bunch of different food trucks.
And then,
nice.
of course, our artists.
Yeah.
So if you don't know,
Can't forget about that.
ASAP Ferg, DJ Mustard, we're bringing out brownies and lemonade.
Uh-huh.
And we just announced TM88.
Nice. Could we expect like any like special guests that are coming out, or like let's say like
Kylie Jenner from last year.
I know that was wild when I saw that with
Or 2
Carnage.
years ago.
I was like, what? I can't believe that happened. But like, what could we expect? Could we get like a little clue, like what could happen this year?
I think you just have to go and find out yourself.
Not even a little clue. Like
Good music,
Yeah,
good
you're
time.
good music. Oh, like good music. Like G-O-O-D music. Are you talking
You
about
gotta
that?
come. Tickets are still on sale.
Is there any guests that are coming out like for lemonades and what's lemonades and brownies
Brownies
and lemonade?
lemonade?
Brownies and lemonade. Yeah.
The All-Star
Yeah,
crew.
they're all-star team.
All-star team.
Yeah.
Nice. And what about like for DJ Mustard? Is there anyone has been confirmed, or anything?
I don't know.
Not even a clue.
DJ
Like,
Mustard will be here.
Yep.
okay.
That's a for sure.
maybe ketchup. No, just kidding. Okay, that's cool. Well, so pretty much, what are your sponsors? Like, is there any sponsors that you be funded for this event?
Yeah, so Rockstar helped out a lot. They're giving out a lot of drinks and stuff for our staff, as well as Pizza Rev. They're providing meals for them.
Uh-huh.
And then the VR Territory is a huge partnership that we worked with. They're bringing out 2 stations completely free for every student. So that's a big one.
Pizza Rev?
Yeah, Pizza Rev too. Yeah.
Pizza Ref? Oh, nice. So what made you want to add up like the third artist? Because I know previously you had like 2 artists. It was just DJ Mustard and Aesop Ferg.
Mhm.
But what made you add lemonades? Brownies and lemonade.
It's just,
Like it was just random. Like, oh, that's cool. You know, like how you guys added like a third artist. I just
yeah.
wanted to know like, oh, what made you wanna like
Throw
add
in another one?
Yeah.
after just looking at our budget and
Yeah.
everything and what we could do for the show, because there's a lot of like red tape that we have to go through. So after all of that, we found out we had the money, we were able to do it. So if we have the money and we can provide more for the students, that's what we want to do. So we wanted to give students more variety in music, just more like a longer time of music, entertainment. So that's
That's cool.
provide students more options, more
Like more variety.
Yeah.
Like different types of genres.
yeah.
So how do you guys get the funding to like book artists? Like how's the process like goes through that?
So the funding comes from the associated students fee that's in the tuition, and I believe it's 94 and 96 now. I'm not quite sure. And then how it works though, it's all put together, and then AS finance, the finance committee, they're the one that decides how much goes to which department and what's allocated to where.
So another thing to add, AS only funds us for like half of the show.
Okay.
So the other half comes from ticket sales. So that's why when students ask why ticket sales cost a certain amount, it's to fund the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's your goal for this year? How many tickets are you trying to sell?
8,000.
8,000?
We're going to sell 8,000.
We're going. I
8,000,
like
yeah.
that. Law of attraction. You know? Like 8,000.
I'm a firm believer.
How many? Do you know if it's gonna be sold out, almost sold out, or do you know how many students have bought their tickets?
I don't know the numbers, but it's pretty close to.
yeah.
Pretty close.
Pretty
Yeah.
close, yeah.
Oh, nice. So pretty much. So you said Big Show is like almost sold out. So what else could we expect? Like, is there any updates like last minute updates that you guys gonna do for the show, or like anything you're gonna add on, like a week before, or?
There might be some cool skateboard things that we might add on.
I think a lot's just more like giveaways now.
We're doing still a lot of promo,
Yeah.
whether the show sells out or not. We still want to hype everyone up, so we're gonna keep doing cool stuff.
So like skateboarding. So like, is it like stunts or like?
No.
Like, what is this?
Another one of our sponsors is a skateboard company, so they're gonna come. They might come out and do like a cool skateboard display and stuff like that. But no, there's gonna be like no skateboarding.
I was like, what? BMX
no
coming?
skateboards are allowed at Big Show.
Nice.
Let me make that clear.
That's what's up. What other stuff could we expect, like other than like skateboarding and then like certain activities? Is that pretty much all that sums up?
Anything else? I think you're gonna have to
Yeah,
go to
you
find
just have to go
out.
to find out. Yeah.
That's what's up. So are you guys fans of the artists that are coming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am personally. I
Yeah.
love Mustard. Love Mustard. We saw him at Hard Summer.
We did,
really
yeah.
Good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys go? When was that Hard Summer? Was that this year or
Yeah,
last
This year, yeah.
This past August.
And how was that? Like how's Hard
It
Summer?
was so
it was
much
fun. Yeah, a lot of fun. He was really great. Really great.
Nice. So pretty much the setup of the event. Is there any like influences you go by, like certain like festivals that you try to pretty much like influence from? Is there any like?
Yeah, whenever we get our artists, we try to like theme out our events and our marketing and everything depending on who our artists are. And then from that, we do try to theme it out. The time that we had the day show, when it was from I think like noon to 3 or something like that, because it was a day show, we're like, let's go with a more Coachella vibe and stuff like that. And then in previous years when we had Laid Back Luke and Afrojack, we like got more inspiration from EDC and other EDM festivals. So it just kind of depends on who the artist is. Yeah.
So this year you decided to go like more like daylight. So what is the theme this year? Like, I understand it's from 3 to 8, right? The event? Yeah. So is there like a theme?
I don't think this year has a theme.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's just, I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it. Because like the logo itself, it looks like a hip hop theme.
Yeah.
And then all our marketing materials looks more like hip hop theme.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our influences were hip hop, but in terms of like a theme.
Yeah. I'm not really sure.
Just the hip hop
Just-
vibe is what
just
we try to
hip-hop
go
vibe?
to. Yeah.
Yeah, because I understand it was at night, so I was just wondering like, oh, why do you like put it during the day now?
Why do we
like,
prank?
Yeah.
So the decision of when Big Show happens is actually not up to AS Productions. It's not up to us. We get the time frame from Big Show from the police department, from police services. So it's just whatever time they feel is the safest for the students and for the campus. In previous years, there have been students who, because it's nighttime, maybe show up a little having too much
Yeah,
fun or
they're
whatever.
wilding out, right?
Yeah, a little too much
Going
fun.
all out.
So then that obviously concerns the campus. It concerns everyone. So because of that, they decided maybe we should do a day show where, I don't know, maybe they won't come, as happy to the show.
Not too happy, right?
So they did a daytime. That obviously seemed to work.
Yeah.
So then now we actually moved it a little later. Now it's more like a midday evening show.
Yeah.
So if students continue to act responsibly, they don't consume too much alcohol or whatever it is they're consuming, they come to the show, they have a good time, then the show will continue to go on and it will move back to a night show, hopefully.
Oh, nice.
So it's up to the students to
Yeah. So this year, like promoting safety, like safe partying.
Yeah.
So is there any tips that you will give students, or like who are not exposed to the environment? You never know. Like some students never done that. So is there any tips you will give them for this upcoming event, like to party safe? Or
we actually have a promo video that our team created that has like a bunch of tips. Some of the tips include making sure that you stay hydrated, whether you're drinking, not drinking, doing whatever it is you're doing, just staying hydrated throughout the day. Make sure that you're eating, you stay with a buddy, making sure that you know where everything is in terms of like bathroom, water stations, first aid, all of that. Making sure that you don't think that you can consume more than you can. Don't be that person.
People think they're like invincible. Like, you do all that. You do all that.
But yeah, our show's a lot of fun. You can come to the show and have fun and enjoy yourself and your friends without the extra.
Extra, like, extra spice, So I'm just curious, like, why would you call it Big Show? Like, what come to mind is like the wrestler Big Show, like WWE, like Big Show. Every time I Google Big Show, I'm like, it's the wrestler. I'm like, so I wonder why like you call it Big Show.
So Big Show, this is Big Show's 18th year. That's the show. That's the name it got from the beginning. Yeah. I have no idea why.
Yeah, I think Leanne came up with it, right?
Yeah, I think she just wanted it to be a
big show. Yeah.
A big show, not a medium show. A big show.
But yeah, I don't know.
That's cool. So, what kind of artists have you had in the past? Could you explain to me, like, how was Big Show before?
Big Show started off really small. It started off, I think it wasn't even in front of the OBI. It was back towards the bookstore lawn, Sierra Lawn.
Oh, wow.
And it was a daytime show. It was free. There was no, like, fences or anything. It started off really, really small. I don't know who they had to begin with.
I don't know the first show, but I think Leanne said like they used to have like Green Day, like when they were first starting, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
They had like Common, Ludacris. They had Neo, which was so
They had Red Hot Chili Peppers. What?
Did they really?
I think that's what Leanne had said.
No, I think
when
they were trying to get them.
Oh, okay.
They were trying to get them, or they were trying to get Maroon 5 at a time too.
That's insane.
Yeah, it started off really small, and then it just kept growing and growing and growing, and then it moved to a night show. I think 2008. When it was LMFAO, and then that was a really good success.
That's epic. That's cool. You were in that time era, the LMFAO era? That was wild.
I was like in 10th grade or something.
Yeah, it was like good times.
Yeah.
Is there any events that you guys went to personally? Like any shows that you guys remember going previously when you guys were like undergrads or?
Like campus events or?
Yeah, like for Big Show. Like, is there any events that you guys went to, like as yourselves?
I have been working all of them since I pretty much started CSUN, so I've never gone as an attendee.
Yeah.
I've always just been working
as a worker.
Oh,
so
nice.
I've gone to all of them.
Oh, well, that's pretty good, right? Is there like a favorite memory that you remember from both of you guys? That you remember, like something like a highlight?
There's always like fun parts in the show, but honestly, my favorite thing about what we do is when you're at the show and you are having a good time and people come up to you and thank, like when people thank me for like putting this show on for them, I think that's like the highlights and one of my favorite moments of not just Big Show but all the events that we do.
Yeah, I think that's a big like it's like a good feeling like just knowing like you make
or
someone
seeing
happy.
Your friends,
yeah, seeing
or
your
your
friends
classmates.
enjoying it.
That's cool. And that must be a good feeling, like how like you're throwing an event on campus and then you see your peers like, oh hey, thanks for that. So it must be a good feeling for that. But
I think another highlight I just remembered was my first year. I think it was Afrojack. We had glow sticks, and across the crowd, all you could see was like glow sticks and people jumping. And it was one of my first ones, so it was just really cool.
I know you mentioned the politics
Yeah.
I think I read there's like a big comedy coming.
We are actually not doing big
Yeah.
comedy this year,
Mm-hmm.
but we are doing Soul Fest,
Yeah,
which is
Soul
one
Fest
of
is
our
coming
newer
back,
events.
yeah.
We had it the first one last spring, so we're
Uh-huh.
having the next one this spring. And then the spring you can expect our usual events. We're gonna have
Earth Fair, big lecture,
big lecture, farmers market every Tuesday again.
and then there might be a possibility of a new speaker series event
Mhm.
happening in spring semester, but it's still in the works and working out all the logistics of it.
So who's gonna be part of the big lecture this year? Have you guys decided or
We don't know yet.
Yeah, we have no idea actually.
no?
No.
And what is that soul event that you were talking about? Can you explain to me more about that?
Yeah, so Soul Fest, it's more like a music festival vibe because there's 2 stages, and it's held where Farmers Market's held, and right next to Sustainability Center.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's more like alternative indie music. We get bands, and a lot of them, I think
Local
last year half of
bands.
them were like even student band, like CSUN student bands.
Uh-huh.
So that's a good thing. Like it's bringing more students into the events.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
this event stemmed because a lot of students with Big Show, they were like, it's always hip hop, it's
Mhm.
always EDM, it's always this. We want more variety.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where Soulfest stemmed from. It gives students, like he said,
Yeah.
different. We have like alternative. This year we're thinking of including more like different genres like
Yeah.
Latin and like reggae and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's a cool little like intimate vibe. It's
Uh-huh.
open. It's free to everyone. So it's a. You should come check it out this spring.
So pretty much for Big Show, you know how it's just 3 artists at the time.
Mhm.
Are you planning to extend it like full lineup later on, or is it you're gonna stick with 3 people?
In the future.
Yeah.
Who knows? It depends on funding.
Mhm.
Everything depends on funding and how much time we're allowed to have for the event.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So where could we find more updates about like the upcoming Big Show that's coming this week? Where could we find? Is there any like social media or any websites that we could see?
Yeah, so we have CSUNBigShow.com. That's
Mhm.
where it has all our lineups, all our sponsors, any like
Everything
safety
Big
information.
Show.
Yeah, anything Big Show related. And then we, of course, have our social media, Instagram, CSUNAS Productions, and we have our Facebook pages and Twitter as well.
Oh, nice. And where could we follow you both? In case we do there's updates or you guys want to give out updates.
Yep. You can find me, I think, on most, if not all, social medias at Stacy A. It's
Hey.
Stacy with 3 E's and an A. STACEEEYA.
And then mine's just Ronnie the Whale, RONNIE the Whale. Anything really, yeah.
Oh, nice. So thank you for coming. I appreciate your time. I understand you guys, you both are busy, but thank you for coming.
No, thank you
for
for
having
inviting
This
us.
was
Yeah,
fun.
this is
Thank
really
you for having
fun.
us.
Yeah. So I'll see you guys next time.